Welcome today to another epic battle of exercises. Today we have the 100, trying to make your legs low to the mat and the full experience of the 100, versus the wall and the exercises done at the wall. I love this one. I've been working for some time to find a true lengthening experience of the 100 with my legs lower. And as I've been working on that, I've found the spine corrector to be helpful, which I'll explain in a moment. And I've also found the exercises done at the wall to be helpful. I have a video on the exercises at the wall, and I'll put a link to that in the description box below. And I also have a post where I talk about how to lower your legs in the 100. That link will also be in the description box below, but I'm going to go over that just a little bit in this video. So back to the 100. Let's take a look at the 100 first. I'm going to lose the spine corrector for a moment. Okay, so when we first learn the 100, perhaps, we may be in several configurations of a position. So you may learn the 100 like this at first, like this at first, or like this at first. And then as you get stronger, we're told that your legs get lower and lower and lower until they're 2 inches off the ground. But let's be honest with ourselves for a moment. When you lower your legs in the 100, sometimes as a practitioner or an enthusiast or a teacher, you have a facility for the exercise, so that even though you're lowering your legs, you could just park them there. And I'm talking to you, and my legs are low, but my stomach is pooching out, and I'm not really trying. It's not very hard, even though my legs are low. Because what's supposed to be happening here, finding length in the back and warming the back up, is not happening. So, enter the spine corrector. The spine corrector is really a lovely way of finding length in the back as your legs are reaching over the spine corrector and letting gravity stretch out the hip and thigh. So, using that feeling of finding length in the back and the action of the buttock and all of the muscles that contribute to stretching our legs over the spine corrector are going to give us a help when we have to lower our legs when we're just lying on the mat. So let's look at that. Back to the spine corrector. And often just being familiar with these exercises, getting the feeling of, there's a lot of vinyl squeaks, and I know someone out there likes that. So they're so distracting. So the action and the muscle memory that you develop using the spine corrector to lower your legs is going to serve you once you try to do it in the 100. Let's get up here. Okay. So this part is all fastened in, and then the legs are lowering. And actually, let's pick a better exercise than the bicycle for this purpose. Let's pick the inner thigh beats. So here, this is all pulled in, and the legs are reaching out and long. And then scoop in even more, keep everything working, and try to lower your legs a little further. It will prove very difficult. And then come back in. And so you can feel how much this has to work and how much this has to work to extend the hip, keep the back long, and have the legs essentially low like they're going to be in the 100. So the repetition, I'm just getting out of this position, the repetition of these exercises in the body will serve you when you have to try to lower the legs in the 100. Let's look at that 100 again. I'm going to start from a different place, and I'm also going to start with my back already feeling the length of the mat that the mat can provide. Pull the stomach in, and as you bring your legs up, keep the back lengthening, keep the bottom working, and then pump the arms for the 100. Oh, I'm really sweating now. And that position has reminded me back to our epic battle of what we do at the wall in a standing position, which is try to, after we've done all the exercises at the wall is really our template for what our back strives to be in its lengthened position. It's impossible to be exactly a straight line like the wall, but it's the trying to be that helps correct our posture. It's the same thing in this horizontal position in the 100. So as we're lying on the mat to begin, we're really reminiscent of what we do at the end standing up against the wall. So if you can use that feeling of the wall to make your back nice and long, you can do the 100 with your legs low and your back on the wall. Whew. And you'll get very, very sweaty. Check out the wall video, see how your posture up against the wall and also lying down on the mat in the 100 can be one and the same, how those two exercises can help each other. This was a little bit of an accidental epic battle of the 100 with your legs 2 inches off the mat and the wall finishing on the wall. And thank you very much. If you have questions, you want to see more epic battles between exercises of your choosing, leave me a comment below and I will make a video for you in the near future. Thank you so much for watching. Become a subscriber, give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you next time. Bye! And really feel like this part of the stomach is what's kind of giving the power if you were to have actual pedals to push. The stomach and the bottom would be the power that you're going to push them with. And do about 3 or 5 sets